everyone, and welcome back to Teach Astronomy. My name's Victoria, but you can call me Vicky. But today, you can call me Kai, because we are back with some more D&D in space. It is Friday. No, it's not. It's Thursday. So sorry.
Close
Tomorrow's
enough.
Friday. Yeah, it's close enough. It's almost the weekend. Friday's almost the weekend, which means that Thursday's almost the weekend, which means that Wednesday's almost the weekend, which means that the whole week is the weekend. In my brain.
I mean, whatever works.
Anyway, it's D&D and Space Night. So I will just pass it off to Grant, because I realized that I don't have my character sheet up yet, but he can fill us in on what happened last week.
Well, welcome back, everybody, to the continuing adventures of the away teams of the Starship Endurance. This mission that they chose to accept is on a exoplanet that they have visited with their ship Dawnbreaker, and long story short, it is the first and probably only dungeon of the game, and everyone is following through on the epic escort mission / trial of darkness, following our beloved Satsi through this strange new place.
And we haven't died yet.
Hey.
Who's gonna be the first one?
PPK.
No. No, don't want that.
So specifically where we left off, you guys had entered what appears to be a lab, and if memory serves, Wonder had been told to go find a hard drive of some kind.
Oh yeah.
We'll resolve that. You also discovered, or Kai, through just sheer luck, managed to hack into a computer just by randomly pressing buttons. So now you guys have an unlocked Alician research computer that it's fairly heavy, but you could probably take it with you if you wanted to. And another thing, and I didn't quite leave us off on it last time, is you also notice that Satsi has a specific reaction to this room. She's not exactly looking around at the tables and lab space that you guys might be focusing on. She actually walks to a window, and
There's a window?
there is a window.
Okay.
And if you're ready,
Underground.
yes, if you are ready, I will go ahead and share the screen
Oh yes.
so that we can at least set the scene.
See the window.
Yes. All right. Oh, where is the? I've got too many windows open.
I'm looking.
All right. Sharing in 3, 2, 1. Now.
Wow, beautiful.
Nice.
So yes, while all of you are playing around with the computer, Satsi kind of walks over to a window at the far end of the room that looks like it's looking out into another room that has a series of what look like dimly glowing floor lights in a rough circle.
I'm gonna walk over and look in that window myself, because that
How big is this window?
feels spooky.
It's like, oh,
Is it like
dear,
an
I have to do-
observation room window? Is it like
It
an
appears to-
interrogation room?
Is it like
two
itty
sides?
bitty, or is it the entire wall and there's no
It
way
is
we could have
that-
missed it?
There is no way you could have missed it.
Ah, okay.
You could
Arian's
have,
gonna be. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say you could have missed it if you thought that, you know, the back wall of the entire space was the actual wall, but yeah, it's just a whole big wall window. There are a couple of doors on either side, and Satsi's kind of just peering through it.
Can I get us a little music?
Arian's gonna go over there too, just because he's scared of possession.
Okay.
Possible possession.
Okay. All right. What do you do? Just checking out the other room?
Yeah, I would like to look in the... Sorry, I'm trying to control the music. You guys can't hear the music, unfortunately, because I can't share my sound with the gang, but the viewers can hear it. Yeah, I think I just want to, like, look in the window and see, like, what's going on in there. I hate an idea of a bunch of glowing circles, or, like, glowing lights in a circle in a room where it very clearly looks like some people were watching over whatever was happening in the center of the glowing circle. That's because that's either cult or science experiment, and, like, don't like either, I don't think.
Yeah,
It could
I
be
don't
both.
either.
Culty science experiment.
Yeah, it could definitely
Sounds
be both.
about right.
That fits the vibe of this place.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just, I mean, at the moment, it just looks like a ring of floor lights. There's some steps leading down. It's maybe meter and a half below the current floor level.
And there's nothing in the center? Like, what is that in the center?
There's a faded symbol. You're not entirely sure what it is.
Okay. Fun.
Satsi, noticing the two of you are paying attention to it, points at this wall up here next to one of the doors. And next to one of the doors, you see more Traken writing. And she points at herself and then holds up 2 fingers and then points at herself again and then points in that room.
So you 2 of us?
Need to go in?
She nods.
Okay.
And then she points at herself and then 2 and then points again into the
So
room.
you and 2 others.
She nods.
And I look at Ari. Say,
All right.
Okay. So you 2 are volunteering.
yeah, I mean, I go. Yeah, I'm gonna go where Satsi goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aries
Ahmad
coming.
Ahmad stands by the door and as you go in, says, "Prepare yourselves."
Oh God.
Do you? Okay.
We're doing this for Satsi.
I
We're
thought
doing this
about
for Satsi.
asking
We're
him
doing-
questions about what's gonna be in there, and then I decided I would rather not know.
Okay. So you go through the door. It is initially open for you, but as you pass through it, it closes.
Okay.
And Satsi walks into the middle of the room and into the middle of the circle and beckons.
Are you sure about that?
She looks around, seems a little nervous, and nods slowly.
Okay.
All right.
Walk
Here,
over.
I'll go first.
Okay.
Oh,
So, let me get to that section here. So yes, as you walk in, there is a low hum, and all of a sudden, all of the apparent floor lights light up, one after another.
Oh.
And then they start rising out of the floor on poles. Once they have fully risen, the humming intensifies to a bit of a high-pitched ring. And all of a sudden, there is this light blue field of energy spread between each one of these poles.
Like a beam or like a full like wall looking thing?
It appears to be a field of some kind, like a wall.
Okay.
A force field, some could say. I mean, you're welcome to walk up and try touching it if you would like, to see if you can leave.
I'm not personally going to touch it. I will, however, I have my backpack on me. I have things. I'll kind of. I'm trying to think because I'm not gonna put some metal into the toaster. You know what I mean? Like
True.
what do I have on me? I have. Oh, don't I have a bunch of those little
knives.
credits?
Yeah, you have Freeport credits.
I'm gonna throw a little credit coin at it, just to see what happens. Just
I
pull it
wish
over.
I had this. I wish I had this sound effect to cue up. It hits the field, and there's just this vicious zap, and it is immediately repelled back at you with force.
Can I try to catch it?
Make a reflex save.
Okay. That is a 10, but my reflex save is pretty high. That, I just opened a document folder over our stream. It's fine. I pressed the wrong button. It's fine. It's fine. That's a dirty 20.
How high is your reflex? Okay,
It's 10. My reflex save is 10. I'm very dexterous.
Yeah, it rebounds off of the force field. You catch it. It is slightly warm to the touch.
Ooh. Spicy.
Crispy.
Crispy.
Okay. Guessing we can't leave this thing.
Also, you do notice you can see back through the window. Ahmad is currently observing. I don't know if anyone else is.
Okay. I
Yeah,
turn.
Brick would have noticed at this
Yeah,
point.
can we hear the humming?
It's... I will say this. You will have noticed that the three of them left. You will also have noticed that Ahmad is currently watching through this window.
And presumably the light show.
Yes. Although Leaf, there are buttons to press, so I don't know how. I don't know how focused Leaf is on the buttons.
I
versus
think
on the
hearing
light show.
Ahmad say "prepare yourself" would have gotten Leaf's attention.
Yeah, same
So-
in Brick's end.
There are
Okay.
just certain phrases that kind of grab your attention. And I feel like that's, one of them in an otherwise quiet room.
Okay.
You're just standing. I'm sorry. You're just standing in a room of friends. Everyone is silent. One person goes, "Prepare yourself."
Dumb
That would-
ways to die.
That would grab your attention. Okay. Kai is going to, after she grabs the coin back, look at Satsi and be like, "Is this what you wanted to happen, or?"
She nods and then steps purposefully out of the center of the circle. And immediately as she does so, there is light seems to just coalesce in the center until this brick of what appears to be solid gold
That's you.
just
I was like,
no,
"Brick?"
not, sadly not a minifigure of brick. That would be hilarious. No, this just brick of solid gold just materializes at the center of this ring. In fact, let
Oh,
me
right.
just because. Hang on.
Like
wanna
from the
have-
force field.
You're not sure where it came from.
Okay, I was confused. I thought you meant like the force field.
It just light seems to coalesce into this brick of solid gold.
Okay.
And it's a pretty big brick of gold by the look of it.
Oh,
And it's got holes on different sides with different numbers of holes. That's odd. Huh. Interesting. It's almost like you could roll it and get
What is this code?
1 through 6. Just kidding.
what happens if we get a 20? No, I'm just kidding. It's not even a 20. I just said.
What do you do? Satsi kind of walks up to it and nudges it with her toe and just looks a little perplexed.
Is it just?
I'm just as confused as you are.
Can we just make
Everybody
stuff here? What is happening?
make a spot check for me.
Oh boy.
It's alive.
It's a mimic.
Oh God.
19.
And you're locked in there with it.
9.
All right, so 19 for Airy, 9 for Kai. What about Brick and Leaf?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
Spot check?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Good to know.
11.
11? Okay.
12.
12? Okay.
Super
Airy, you are the only one who notices this because Satsi is focused on the brick of gold.
Okay.
And Kai is blind.
About 2 meters off of the ground.
And
on
for
this-
funsies, Wonder got a 16.
Okay, Wonder noticed this too, but was unable to communicate it.
She's a dog.
so- about 2 meters off the ground, at the far end of the not far end, but on the end closest to the window, a hole has opened up, a square hole in the force field that is just big enough for this block of gold to fit through.
Oh,
All right.
So you notice this. Nobody else apparently seems to.
Can we kick this block? Is it really heavy? Like,
I mean, you haven't tried picking it up yet. When Sasi nudged it with her toe, it did not move.
I was trying to see if I should levitate it through or not. I would just be like, hey, I would get both of their attentions and be like, hey, is this like part of the puzzle? Satsi, what do you think?
Is this a puzzle?
Satsi nods her head emphatically and then
Oh.
I don't know.
tries to squat down and pick it up, but is obviously having no luck.
Oh, don't.
Okay.
You gotta lift with your legs, although I don't think you should try. That's heavy. I don't think I
There's-
can lift it either. Kai has not been to the gym that much. Not yet.
I can
There-
levitate it through if we can't pick it up.
How much can you levitate?
Oh, never mind. It has to be a willing object.
Willing
I mean, it's an
creature.
object. It
No,
doesn't
it's-
care.
Where's Brick
It
when you
says,
need him
well,
exactly?
Object must be unattended or possessed.
What if you can't fully levitate it, what if me and Satsi try to lift it and you also levitate it, so then it basically makes it lighter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Satsi nods, and she, instead of actually trying to lift it, she holds out her hand and it starts glowing a light blue.
Or both of you can levitate it and I will, I guess, lift it. Because I'm the
Okay.
only one here that can't do magic.
Satsi glances at you and points at your toes and just gives almost as if she's trying to communicate. Don't drop it on your toes.
Oh, I won't. I hope. I don't need toes. Anyway, I go in. I get in a good position to lift.
Make a strength check.
Okay, I'm hoping I'm going to have some help on this.
With advantage, because you definitely are getting some help.
Okay.
I will say you're 100% sure you could not lift this on your own.
Wow, that's wild. I just rolled 2 17s.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Which is not bad, but the same roll. Also, I just need to share with you guys something very quickly. Because that just reminded me. Oh, it's just flat 17. I don't have any modifier for that. But before you tell me what happens, I just want to share with you guys. The other day, I was DMing a campaign at my house, and I gave someone advantage because I really wanted him to do a cool thing, and I really, really wanted it to happen. And he rolled 2 nat 1s.
Oh, no.
I have never
The
seen that
universe.
happen before.
The dice gods wanted blood. What can you do?
Yup. It was insane. Anyway, let's hope that doesn't happen today. I got a 17.
The chaos gods. You'll.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it this way. It takes everything Kai's got to even begin lifting this thing. You are able to lift it, and you're able to get it up to 2 meters, and with a lot of effort and a lot of help from Eri and Nasatsi, you manage to push it through the hole.
Cool.
And it falls through, lands with a resounding thud that the rest of you feel in the other room through the floor.
And I'm like,
That good?
I really gotta go to the gym when we get back.
And as you say that, as you say that, it disappears in a burst of light.
Well, I could have done that about 5 minutes ago. That would have been nice.
You also notice that the hole in the force field closes.
I guess we paid for whatever. We made a payment to something.
You notice Satsi gets closer to the center of the circle.
Satsi, is this like a... I walk over to her. I'm just gonna do whatever she's doing. Is this like a cult thing, or like a science experiment thing, or like a little bit of both?
She kind of holds up her hand like this.
A little
another
bit
thing
both.
she's kind of
Oh,
picks
got
up
you, got
from
you.
you guys. But then you notice she does something perhaps concerning.
Okay.
She summons her force shield and just kind of hunkers behind it, covering her third of the circle as best she can.
You could have... Okay, Kyle, I ask you this literally every session. How long does my tattoo last? 1 hour?
Give me.
It should be multiple hours.
It is 8 hours.
8 hours. Great. It's still on then. I don't have a shield, so I just kind of... I have the coalition tool, and I kind of I turn myself like halfway kind of thing. You know what I mean? Center
Okay.
of the circle is here. Outside of the circle is here. Just so I can watch both and be like, You know, Sassy, I love you. You could have told us what we were gonna be expecting here before.
She gives you a shrug that is reminiscent of, if I knew, I would have. What does Aerie do?
I'm gonna go ahead and get my side blade out.
Okay.
I got bad vibes.
Okay, side blade is ready. And as you're doing that, you notice that the hum in the room increases pitch again.
I don't want them. No.
Would you
And
like the sprite music, sir?
Yes. And
I hate
4
these
of
things.
those sprites materialize out of nowhere, and they just start hovering at 4 points around the room. And roll initiative.
All of us or just those 3?
Everybody, actually.
Uh-oh. Don't learn.
Yo, wait! Y'all can't hear this song because I can't share it with you guys. Well, it's a nat 20, baby! Let's
Hey.
go!
I got 13.
But this song sounds like, and this is gonna be the most niche reference you've ever heard, but there is a 101 Dalmatians game for the Game Boy Advanced that I used to play religiously. Maybe it wasn't the Game Boy Advance, maybe it was the Game Boy SP. And it was my everything, and it sounds just like this. Anyway.
I got a
16.
10.
I got
All right.
16 and Wonder has 15.
Can't forget Wonder. Because I almost did forget Wonder. Okay.
Wonder those space we.
So, Vicky, I know for a fact your dexterity bonus is higher than the sprites.
10.
You get to go first.
Hell yeah.
Because they also got a nat 20.
I got a nat 20.
Whoa.
Concerning.
Yes, they did.
All right then.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot the one that is... Which way did I turn? I
I'm
would have
assuming you're
turned...
kind of-
My right hand would have been towards the outside of the circle, so probably turned towards Aerie, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna shoot that one.
All right, make your attack roll.
That's a nat 20.
Oh,
What?
let's go.
Roll your damage.
I
and multiply
will.
it by 2.
I sure will. Also, I said I was getting the multi-tool ready, so I'm using that. If that was not clear.
Oh, this is going to hurt for that little.
So
sprite.
I'm sorry. Is that 8d6 then?
Sure. Sure. Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great. We're just gonna. That's 5
What?
Yeah. Oh,
plus 3 is 8.
This is Brick and Aries' first
10,
turn
11.
first time seeing this thing go off,
13,
isn't it?
14.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
15, 16, 17, 18, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 damage.
Oh, it's been dead for a couple of hit points at this point.
Excellent. It like materializes and it just, boom, like it's not even fully formed yet and it's gone.
Yeah, so Brick and Airy, you've probably seen Kai pull this thing out on occasion when she's feeling threatened by something. She pulls it out, points it at that sprite, says some witty one-liner,
No, thank you.
and this just beam of blazing hot energy arcs across the room through the force field into the wall, probably into another room somewhere, and that sprite is very, 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 very dead.
That was
It just
great. So just keep
disintegrates.
doing that to every sprite, okay?
Got you. Yeah, you know what I say after that? I say, I can't do this in airlocked things. This is great. Love being on the ground.
I believe you do have another attack, should you wish to.
Oh, I do. That's right. I always forget. Okay. I'm not gonna use. I only have so many charges on that thing. Oh wait, I have 30. That's a lot, actually. I'll just do it again. Yeah, why not?
Zap.
I turn to the other diagonal.
Yep.
Yeah. That is a 17 plus.
Oh, the 17 hits, I promise.
I could let you know what the plus is if you want. It's 23
Sure.
total.
Oh,
Me and
yeah.
Satsu could just sit down at this point.
Oh, that's what you think.
Alright, so
Oh,
that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10? Okay, that one doesn't quite die.
That's fair.
These are actually just the containments for if whatever is forming in the middle gets past you.
Oh god. I didn't think about that. Actually, that's...
Oh, that's a great point.
They're also not attacked. Well, they didn't attack us.
I mean, if Leaf and Brick, if you want to make spot checks on your turn, you're welcome to. However, it is the sprite's turn. So this sprite did not like getting shot, so it's going to shoot back. It rolled. It rolled a 13. I don't think that hits Kai in her current state.
Nah.
The one facing Satsi, however, rolls a 24. And does... Where'd it go? There it is. Does another 7 points of damage to our Satsi.
Jesus.
Satsi is officially looking a little rough.
Oh, I forgot. She didn't heal before.
Nope,
Oh.
she did not.
Shit.
Think any
How
of
rough?
And our healer is outside.
is typically
That's good.
Yes.
Outside, mentally inventorying his first aid kit.
And then the one that is not liking Airy rolls a grand total of 12. I don't think that hits Airy.
Nope.
I think
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
you're good. Okay, that is the sprite's turn. Next up is going to be Leaf. Is there anything you would like to do?
Well, first, I'm going to check the situation in there and see what's going on.
Okay. They are currently in kind of a defensive circle, surrounded by 3 sprites. Kai utterly obliterated a 4th sprite.
Is there anything inside the circle?
Aside
With
from
them.
your friends, no. Or at least not that you can see at this moment.
Okay, they seem like they kind of have it in hand. That research computer, does it seem like it was connected to stuff?
From what you saw, it had some wireless connections to things. You can go back and check it out.
Yeah, I want to see if there's anything about information about what's going on in there on the showing up on the computer.
Okay. Make a spot check for me as you're passing back there.
16.
16? Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll a computer use check to see if you can do anything with that computer.
I love when Grant's like, make a spot check, and then we roll something and he just says, okay, and then continues on as if nothing happened. I love that.
Computer use.
I know it's
That is. Hold on, math. 18.
an 18. You're able to connect to some of the systems that are in there. However, they seem to be run by an entirely different computer.
Can I see what it thinks it's doing?
It is running. You understand some Alessian, so I'm trying to figure out how to translate this. It's running what you can. The equivalent of test program A.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No, I mean, I'll turn around so I'm still watching them.
Okay. You are still watching the gladiator fight, apparently. Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to. You said there was a data port on this thing, right?
There is, yes.
Yeah, I'm actually going to plug myself into it so that I can stay plugged into it and continue interacting with it while I'm watching the show.
Okay.
while
All right.
you're watching the show is so funny.
Well, if it switches to something that sounds like kill mode or whatever, I want to notice that.
All right. Then in that case, yeah, you're able to access the computer essentially as a. I'd allow you a free action to do something with it at this point, because it is
So-
hooked into your brain now.
So there's actually a mechanic for this in the book you wrote, which is that interface allows me to perform computer use checks as a move action.
Ooh. Okay.
I mean, I'll take it as a free action if you want, but there is a mechanic for it. And since I'm not planning on stepping away from the computer to do it,
True.
those are effectively equivalent.
Because normally I'd make it like a full round action. Yes, something like that. Sure, yes. We'll go by the book. Because even I don't remember everything I put in that book, apparently.
I mean, I don't either. It's just on my character sheet.
It's a big book.
It's like 400 pages.
Google Docs hates us when we try to open it.
Which is why we don't open it in Google Docs anymore. Anyway, okay, so yeah, your brain is now plugged into the computer. All right, that means next up is technically Wonder. Is there anything you want Wonder to do?
Did Wonder complete their last task?
No, actually. In fact, if that's what Wonder's going to be doing and you give no further orders, Wonder actually just trots over here, and you notice she grabs a box of some kind. We'll see what she does with the box next turn. Just checking something real quick. Okay, next person up is going to be Aerie. What does
All right.
Aerie do?
Okay, for my action, I want to use my power, Vigor, which suffuses myself with power, giving me 5 extra HP.
Okay.
Because
How do I get rid of that? There.
You can also cast it.
I don't want to do that.
Extra
Okay.
healthy.
And then I would like, how bad is Satsi again?
She looks bloodied at this point. She's not feeling great.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do empathetic transfer to Satsi.
Okay. Do you explain? Do you give her a heads up what you're about to do, or do you just kind of go here?
I'll just be like, "You're looking a little rough. Do you want me to help you?" Just so she knows what I'm gonna do, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, she kind of looks at you quizzically and shrugs.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna let's see. Heal as much as 2d10 points of damage,
And you take half,
and I take half.
or whatever you roll, yeah.
Okay, 2d10. So what is that?
7.
So half of 7?
Yeah, so 3.
3. Here's 3 points of HP.
You heal 7, you take 3.
Oh, just kidding. I take 3 and she heals 7.
Okay. You
Okay.
essentially mitigated what the sprite just did to her.
Nice.
She's looking a bit better.
Okay. Okay.
Do those appear as temporary hit points or regular ones?
Regular.
I believe
So if you had
Yes.
2 people with this power, could you just go back and forth?
Oh, yeah, I guess. That'd be
I mean, you'd
funny.
be spending a massive number of power points to do it probably, but
Mm-hmm.
You never
was 3.
know.
that could be worth it.
I think we know what Leaf might pick up next. Okay. Anything else?
Leaf
Harry wants
can't
to
do
do.
anything that has the potential to hurt him for
I did 2
2d10.
actions.
Leaf would die.
Or almost die?
That's fair. He has 15 hit points now, actually. 2d10 can't kill him. Well, half of
You said
2d10
10?
can't kill him.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Sorry, half of 2d10 won't be able to kill him.
So, Eric, you used one of your actions. What else would you like to do, if anything?
Oh, I did. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and yeah, I'm gonna stomp. I'm assuming I can't put my side blade through that wall, right?
You could try. However,
Uh,
these things are not necessarily within reach of the wall if you were able to get through.
Okay, then I'm gonna stomp at the direction of the one facing me.
Okay. It makes a save. It only rolled. This was a fortitude save. They don't have. It only rolled a 13, so I'm pretty sure you do beat that.
94.
Ha,
Yeah.
1.
Bobble. Okay, that one takes 1 point of damage.
Yay.
Alrighty.
Okay.
That means next up is going to be Brick. What does Brick do?
Brick is just standing at the glass, cheering and watching this happen.
Can we hear him?
Muffled through the glass. Yes, you can hear Brick cheering you on.
Hell yeah.
Cute.
I love
So I guess
it.
technically it would be a spot check for my turn. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to soak it in. Oh, 24.
Okay, you're engrossed in this and cheering them on, and then you notice in the reflection there's movement in the hallway.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
shoot.
And I'm assuming you turn around.
Yeah.
You notice that several things. Oh, whoops! I hit the wrong button. Several things have started creeping closer to the room.
Just to let you know, Grant, we cannot see the hallway.
What?
Is
And as you take a closer look at them,
what?
they look like Krakens.
What does that mean?
Uh-huh.
However, there's something very wrong with them. They're normally, semi-iridescent, almost bluish gray skin. It's just got no color to it. It's gray, and in parts it looks like it's almost cracking in places. Their compound eyes are just filmed over and white. And instead of walking kind of upright and like normal humanoid sort of creatures, they're kind of skittering golem-like along the floor.
Do they look familiar?
That's what I was gonna say.
Familiar how?
Are they the
Familiar, like,
Krakens
were
we
we
met
hanging
outside?
out with them?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
A good point.
They do not.
Thank
Okay.
God.
Clothing isn't the same as like what we've seen, and okay.
No, if anything, it looks very, very old and in tatters.
Cool. Just zombie Krakens. All right.
Yep.
I can't technically see them yet, I guess, but
Yeah, well,
I
you
as-
see the
Yeah, we-
look on Brick's face, and he's gonna go, shit, and jump over the table and try and get in front of him because he sees a leap right over there.
Okay. Yeah, you've got enough movement. You could literally get in front of them if you wanted to.
can you get the door
Uh-huh.
closed?
This door was stuck open. It was open when you got here.
What
Yes,
do I
as-
still have in action?
As Lynn Jersey said, gray skin, not good.
No.
Yes,
Agreed. Agreed.
not good.
So do I have an action still?
Yes.
Yeah, you just looked.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
I'm
you
gonna punch him.
Yeah. Yeah, do it.
Yeah. As Brick is running over, he knocks his helmet down, which typically just kind of sits on the top of his head like a football player. And the gauntlet snaps around his knuckles, and he just takes a punch.
Okay.
I didn't know you were.
20 to hit.
Nice. That'll definitely hit. Go ahead and roll some damage against this soon to not be Kraken corrupted
15.
Kraken thing.
15 damage.
Oh, damn.
I rolled really well.
That one kind of just disintegrates into
Oh, cool.
bits and pieces
Hell yeah.
as it's wreathed in plasma. That one's gone.
The gray skin means they are not strong.
Yeah.
Or at least like everything else in my games, apparently they're weak to fire. Potentially, we'll see. So that, yes.
Brick just like kind of moves a little bit closer to Leaf and like puts his ungauntleted hand kind of back towards him.
Okay.
It's kind of a defensive stance.
Okay. Next up is going to be your new friends.
Oh boy.
And actually, two of them kind of just jump together.
Ah.
Okay.
And they are going to have a contested strength competition against you. And they're going to
Okay.
try and shove you out of the way.
Well, all right.
He's a strong one. And they're made of paper.
That's fine. I'm good at this. So contested strength checks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I get a +2 to this. Wow.
Oh no.
It's so good, but I rolled a 2.
They rolled a 14.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
So they actually push you back a little bit, and they are... That's their turn. However, they've got friends. So another one comes rushing in over here and will probably flank you in your next turn. Another one comes
There's a
rushing in
fourth.
behind them, and there are more.
Grant!
Oh boy.
Grant, you only showed us 2! 3!
Because
Guys.
that's all they would have seen.
Guys.
We can't hear you.
Question, actually.
You heard my gauntlet for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Do we still have comms on in here? Like local comms?
You totally have comms if you want
Okay.
to use them.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you can talk to us, Brig.
You'd probably hear him say, shit. Oh god.
And you'd be like, what's going on out there, buddy?
I don't know.
We just
Okay,
hear a lot of... What are they? Gnashing of teeth? Like, what are they...
Oh my god, this is World War Z.
Exactly,
You're not doing
exactly,
anything.
Lynn Jersey. Copy, paste, 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 paste. All right. Next
I do
up.
enough of that at work.
All right, now it's Satsi's turn. And Satsi is going to use a... She's going to use a total defense action, which means she's going to be a lot harder to hit in her next turn. And that's going to take up her entire turn.
Cool.
She just kind of hunkers down and seems to take up a slightly better stance than she was.
As this is happening, now that we've heard Brick yelling, I'm just gonna ask her, like, hey Satsi, how long is the puzzle gonna take? Because I feel like...
I don't think this is a puzzle anymore.
I know, but like, fair, but how long until we don't have a force field stopping us from getting into the other room?
Okay, I'll give her a little bit of her turn back to do this. She, with her free hand, because she doesn't have her side blade out, she reaches behind her and touches your shoulder, and you just hear the phrase, I don't know, just echo through your mind. Tinged with
Sick.
a little bit of panic
Yeah. Okay. Sick. Okay.
that she's actually covering up quite well.
Okay.
Okay, and it's now Ahmad's turn, and Leaf, because you're kind of facing Ahmad at the moment, you notice Ahmad turn around after hearing Brick, and Ahmad just closes their eyes, and you notice this energy field go head to toe on them and interface with the ground. Ahmad does not move.
I'm starting to get a little salty about how Ahmad seems to be like, yes, I will come and help you on your journey, and then just doesn't help much at all, actually.
Ahmad's an observer and a guide.
Okay. Whatever.
This dude.
We are back to
Making good cannon photo.
The film crew's not allowed to intervene in the.
We're back to the top of the order. Kypris,
Yes.
it is your turn.
All right. I am okay because I want to make short work of these little guys. Because I am now very concerned about what's happening in the other room. I am still going to use the coalition tool and just try to blast the one that I shot last time out of the
Sounds good.
sky.
Make your first attack roll.
It would be a 19 plus 6 at 25.
That's a hit.
Yeah, I know.
Roll your
It is.
damage.
I will. That is 5 plus 3 is 8 plus 2 is 10 plus 1 is 11.
That one's gone.
Good.
It disintegrates
Pang.
into pure light energy.
11.
All right, what would you like to do with your second attack?
Shoot the other one.
Which one? The one that is threatening Eri or the one that is threatening Satsi?
The one that's threatening Saucy didn't get any shots last time, right? Directed at it?
It did not, no.
Okay, so I'm going to try to take that one out then.
All right.
That's 16 plus 6, 22.
Yeah, that is 100% a hit.
Yeah, I know. 3 plus 5 is 8, plus 2 is 10. Am I rolling the exact... I lost the die.
Yeah, kind of, actually.
Plus 3 is 13.
13?
All the
Minus
others were the
13.
same, though. That was weird.
All right, that one, yeah, you chunk it pretty good. You blast off a corner.
Nice.
All right,
With
anything
13?
else?
Oh, it's only 3 sides. That's
Yeah.
a third of it. Okay.
I was about to say, is there anything else you want to do? But there isn't, because you just used your... No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can do free actions, but I have nothing to say, so.
All right, that means it is the sprite's turn. This one did not like being shot at, so it kind of flies around here really quick.
Excellent.
And decides Kypris needs to be zapped.
I would rather have it zap me.
It just crit.
Like a 20 crit?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. I haven't checked my hit points today.
It wobbles for a second, charges up, and then unleashes a bolt of energy at you.
Uh-huh. For how
How many
many?
hit points?
I'm not gonna
16 points of damage.
How many?
16.
Bye, everyone! Kai is gone. Kai is knocked out.
And Eri, you hear
no.
Kai collapse to the floor behind you.
Oh,
I was doing so well. It's been so long. It's been since mission 1, I think. Where I went down twice in about 5 minutes, but
okay, good.
Hello,
Okay.
darkness, my old friend. Okay, yes, Kai is out for the time being. The second
get ready
sprite
to roll
is...
death saves. Oh my god.
Nah, not on my watch, bud. No. I got you.
You.
I forgot I had Stu.
Let's see. The second sprite... Okay. The second sprite actually passes through the force field.
Good.
Approaches Satsi. And Satsi makes a reflex save. And just barely misses. Also, Eri, behind you, you're aware of suddenly just this bright light. And you look over your shoulder, and Satsi has been enveloped in one of the detainment fields that these things are able to deploy.
Jesus Christ. Oh no.
All right.
Okay.
However-
From the grave, you know that I would have you save Satsi first. So know that. Okay.
Okay.
Deal with me later. I'm fine. I have 3 death saves, at least. Unless I roll a 1.
Okay, so that's the sprite's turn. Who was next? Leaf. It's your turn.
With the
You
zombies.
look to your left, and there are a bunch of zombie Trakens streaming into the room.
Grant,
Are
you
there
can...
any? Is there any fire left over?
Yes.
Any
I don't
fire?
think
I
we
don't
set
remember there
anything on
being-
fire in this room.
Well,
I thought
he-
you.
there was
I thought
anything
you
in-
attacked them with fire.
With like plasma?
It's plasma. I don't think it doesn't actually set anything on fire.
Well, it can. But I think the plasma burst didn't actually catch it on fire. It just really
Seared it.
seared up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry, we'll fix that.
Can I open my Zoom settings in another window? Haha. gonna do something really quick.
Okay. This seems like kind of a this seems like one of those moments when we should probably just get rid of these things.
Until I come back. Just so we know.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What's Brick wearing
Oh,
again?
that's so cool. He's wearing a crap, what is it called?
Is it a spacesuity thing?
Yeah, it is. Special response armor, and it has an airlock in it.
How fireproof is it?
I
That's a
don't think
great
it gives,
question.
I don't. It's as fireproof as brick is.
Which, given my namesake, not very. Do what you're gonna do. Brick looks extremely healthy, by the way. I don't know if that's gonna influence your decision, but
Yeah,
he's
I don't.
fine.
Does Brick even have a scratch on him yet?
No.
Look, I'm debating between explosives and fire.
Get rid of as many as you possibly can. 2 of us in the other room are now
Yeah, I just don't want to also get rid of Brick.
incapacitated.
I don't think you will.
Please don't.
I think you'll be. I think I'll be
Oh wait, I
okay.
can take
We'll
2
not be able to live.
actions.
Yeah.
Okay, first question. Computer use. Can this computer get that door functioning? Or like is the door busted, or is it just that it was open and we didn't have a way of controlling it?
You didn't have a way of controlling it. You could try closing it.
I would like to try closing it. And that is computer use. That is a 27.
27. Okay. This corrupted Kraken barely manages to clear it as it just knifes shut. The one behind it, you notice, loses what appears to be an arm.
Cool.
It's an OSHA violation, but okay.
How close are these Krakens to each other?
Oh, they're all. You might as well consider them to be base contact. They're right next to each other.
Lovely. And they don't like fire, we've established?
That you can tell. They don't like fire as much as anything likes fire.
Yeah, I would imagine a lot of things don't love fire.
Okay,
On them.
yeah, that works for me. Let me double check one thing. Yeah, okay. I'm going to manifest an energy missile and possibly actually for the first time use all 5 of the things that I can hit simultaneously and target all 5 of the corrupted Krakens
Okay.
with fire.
Okay. Do they
Um,
get a save of any kind, or is this just straight up?
they
it
no,
hits
they
and-
do get a save.
Okay.
They get a save for half damage. And
Knowing your saves, I think it's pretty high.
it is going to be a reflex save, and the DC is going to be let me double check one thing. The DC is 24.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead and do your damage.
Okay, would you like me to roll the 3d6 plus 3 separately for each of them?
Sure. Let's do it that way.
Okay, so the first one, and we'll go in ascending order of distance from Brick.
Okay. Gotcha.
The first one, assuming it does not save, takes 7 damage.
Okay.
Wait, no, 10, because I forgot the plus 3. Fire
10.
damage does extra.
All right. 10 it is.
So it is 10 fire damage. The next one takes 17 damage.
Okay. That one is very, very much disintegrated.
The one after that takes 13.
Okay.
Another 17.
Okay.
And I think we're on the last one now?
Yes. And this one did save.
Okay. And that one pre-save gets 10, so it takes 5.
Okay. You managed to zap a couple of them real good. All right.
Great. So that was one of the actions, and I used a power for that one. And I don't know that Leaf has done this before. Rather than actually loading a dart manually into his dart gun and firing it, Leaf actually just lets one of the ones that's always in the chamber, like one of the ones that's in the clip, just picks that up and fires one of those instead, and fires an explosive dart.
Okay.
Um,
At the nearest one?
No. Can I hit the one, the second one? Well, actually, do I have a clean shot at the last one? If I don't have a clean shot at the last one, then I'll try and hit the second one, because I think I can kind of.
You definitely don't have a clean shot at the last one. The second one, there's a definite chance you'll hit the one right in front of it.
Okay, but I'm aiming kind of far enough from Brick that I'm not going to hit Brick. I'm just going to hit closer to Brick than I meant to.
I'll give you that, yes.
Okay.
We'll see how good that armor is.
And okay, I don't think I've actually had to roll with this thing as an attack before. Where is my die I was using? This is why Leaf doesn't use weapons.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh, it's okay. Oh no, Grant.
What
was
happened?
it a 1?
Yeah. It's
Oh
totally
my
in
God.
that one.
My Twitch name makes so much sense now.
Okay. Well then.
Hey, Brick, you like explosives, right?
What?
Oh my god.
Brick, I will allow you a reflex save for half damage.
Oh god.
Okay.
So what do I
7.
actually hit?
7?
Because I'm like not actually aiming in Brick's direction.
I'm gonna say as you're bringing the air rifle up, you accidentally pull the trigger and it just kind of lands in between Brick and this corrupted
Okay.
Kraken, just at their feet, going.
Who? Beep, beep. Jesus Christ. Who made the TPK joke before stream today?
Hi, sorry.
You're not allowed to
Okay.
do that anymore.
Starting with me? No, I'll be fine. I doubt this thing can do.
Starting with
70
you, I'm
damage to
already
me.
gone.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I'm
okay.
out.
We'll get
I'm
you
out.
out.
Fine.
We keep
It does
splitting
kind
the
of a
tank
lot of
from
damage,
the party. That's
if
the
I remember
problem here.
correctly.
It's okay. Well, you're the tank with Leaf, and then
Yeah, I
I'm the
know.
hitter.
Yeah, I say.
That's okay.
So I got a 7 on my reflex save. So how much damage?
Do you know off the top of your head what the explosive darts do? I've never used them before.
It's essentially the same damage as a grenade, and I think that's 6d6.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I'm fine.
You're a sturdy
It's
boy.
fine. Everything is fine. There's
No,
just a lot of fire going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That was a different grenade. 4d6.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, that's
The way you said that, I thought you were gonna be like
cozy.
12d10.
Rick has been tickled up until this point because he's been failing as the front line.
Tickled.
14.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay. Kai, you're not aware of this, but Ari,
I
you
know.
definitely hear a muffled explosion in the other room.
All right. They've got that covered.
I feel like Leaf would actually know this. What is the range on that explosion?
It's fairly short range. It's not like a full-on fragmentation grenade where it would have caught everybody. The Kraken in question definitely is gone at this point. Boop.
Nice.
But
You guys
it's
are literally killing it.
yeah. Compared to a normal grenade, this is a lot more contained. All right. That means next up is Wonder, and Wonder grabbed a box, and noticing that all sorts of things are going on, Wonder uses her entire action to run around over here and drops this slightly drool-covered box at your feet.
What a good girl.
It
Aw.
does not look like a hard drive, though.
Aw,
She tried her best.
she tried.
Okay, that means the next person up is going to be Ari.
All right.
Back to the circle.
Leaf just glances down. It's like, close.
You tried.
What is
Okay.
Ari going to do?
So Aries looking around and seeing Kai down is really bringing back some bad memories. So you begin to see the lightning arcs between his crystals, and he takes a deep breath and then gives a stim pack to Kai immediately. Because I have those. I forgot. I had a stim pack. So bam.
Which
You're good.
which stim pack is it?
They're base level.
Class
Yeah.
1? Okay, go ahead and roll 1d8 plus 1 for that there healing.
3.
Well,
She's
Kai,
alive,
you
though.
are conscious again.
Okay. So I'm just
this-
out
I
on the
can't do
floor and I
this
just go.
Are you okay, Kai?
Yeah, that hasn't happened for a few months, so thank you.
Okay.
I'll set my color back to normal.
And then slightly relieved that Kai's okay, he turns from healing Kai, and I'm gonna give my psionic weapon feat the psionic weapon feat, which deals 2d6 damage when I attack with my psi blade.
Just smack.
An extra 2d6. Yeah, so I'm just gonna
Punches.
whack him because I'm mad.
Okay.
It's here.
Yeah, that's our macro's already made for it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
28 to attack.
Oh, that hits.
10 damage.
End it.
Yeah, you slice off a good chunk of this hard light sprite, and you also interrupt its beam that's currently holding Satsi hostage, and Satsi just falls to the ground in a heap.
Good riddance. But it's not
Oh.
gone.
Not quite yet.
Okay.
My mother just said, "We need the Outer Wilds gasp breathing sound." Oh my gosh, it's a visceral noise. That's if y'all play that game, there are some visceral sounds in that. There's one death, no spoilers, but you get crushed in between sand and a rock,
I remember this.
and it's. I had to take my headphones off when I heard that. Like it's
Oh my God.
it's rough. Yeah, in Jersey, the cracking in the sand. Oh, it's rough. Anyway.
Wow.
Cracking the stalk of celery. Sorry.
Foley artist, let's do
Anyways.
this.
That's what I used
Yeah.
to do.
When Stacy's back, be like, no.
All right, who's next?
Anyway.
Damn.
It is now Brick's turn.
Right.
You just had an arrow explode at
Yeah.
your feet.
Brick turns back. Nice shot. Get them. And he's gonna punch the dude in front of him.
Oop, whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm in the wrong window. There we go. All right, make that
yeah.
attack roll.
This is why this is why I normally leave the shooting to you. And Kai. And Ari. And anyone but me.
22 to hit and 18 damage.
Yeah, that one's very dead. You have
And,
another attack though.
Yep, Brick is gonna haymaker this other dude with the
Get him,
gauntlet.
get him,
Ooh,
get him.
Oh, are you though?
only an 8 to hit.
That one actually scuttles out of the way.
Gross.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Disgusting.
Also, even though it's not your turn, I'm gonna have you do this too, Leaf. Both you and Brick make listen checks for me.
Okay. They're clawing at the door, ain't they?
Are they?
Oh, 10.
It's above a 20, but I don't know by how much. Give me a sec.
Okay.
21.
Leaf, what do your elf ears hear? Yeah,
Leaf's
Leaf,
ears twitch.
you
I
look
know.
up and you
It's
notice
cute.
there's this ancient dusty grating in the ceiling about in the middle of the room.
Great.
You
What?
hear the sound of things crawling up in there.
All right.
And there's
need a
also
trigger
a little
warning.
bit of dust kind of filtering down from it.
No, 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 no.
Brick.
So,
Quantum tarnation.
a side note, as a part of Brick's attack with that, he'll use Unbalanced Opponent as well. So when this thing tries to hit me, it can't use its strength as a modifier to hit.
Good to know.
So I kind of, even though I missed, I'm still kind of getting it off of its whatever stance it has.
Okay. It's off its game. All right, that means next up.
Oh, Grant, quick question.
Yes.
Didn't that sprite in the bottom right corner of the circle, isn't that gone? Didn't I kill that?
No one moved over there.
Oh, it moved.
that-
my bad.
yeah,
Yeah,
that
'cause that's
one-
the one that
that
did
one-
kill me. Yeah, I
Yeah,
dropped my die.
that's the one that did the Kuiper smiting.
Yeah.
Okay, next are the corrupted critters, and this one, even though it's not able to use its strength, it's going to try and smack Brick. It rolls a grand total of 5. I don't think that hits.
I would be hurt if it did.
However, that grating
No.
clatters to the floor,
No.
Oh boy.
No.
Oh no.
and 3 more drop into the room, and this one gets to flank Brick.
Okay.
And
You're good.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
does a 22 hit?
Just barely, but yeah.
Okay. It does 6 points of damage to Brick.
Okay. Fine.
This one runs over to Leaf.
Oh no.
Slide over a little bit. Oh no.
It was a crit fail.
Good.
Okay. Oh.
It
Oh
trips.
my god.
It trips, ends up hitting its head on the desk, and it's unconscious.
Nice.
And this one
That's awesome.
runs over and tries to swipe at Ahmad,
Who's not doing it?
and
Good.
you notice its claws connect with Ahmad, but just bounce right off.
I'm glad he's having a fine time.
Cannon fodder's working so far.
And there are still more sounds coming.
Wonderful.
There's more sounds.
Is it is the area up there metal?
It's hard to tell exactly.
It doesn't actually matter. I'm just curious.
I mean, you're not sure whatever material this place is made out of, it's made out of that.
Okay.
And I'm sure if Michael were here, he would say it's a metal of some kind. Everything's metals in astronomy.
Yep.
That's just because that's all you can see from a distance.
So,
Good point.
okay, yes. So
You
there
can see
are more things coming.
hydrogen. That's not a metal.
It's close enough.
No, it's not. That's that helium.
On
I
the
would do
other
that
side of the periodic
yeah,
table.
I refuse.
All right. Next up is Satsi. She stands up, summons her side blade, and throws it,
Yeah.
Get it.
and hits,
Yeah.
Thank God.
and does another 7 points of damage. That sprite is now officially dead.
Good.
Way to go, Satsi.
Yes.
Explodes into particles.
Woo.
All right. Which means it is now Ahmad's turn, and Ahmad continues doing whatever Ahmad was doing.
Nothing.
Yep. Being a waste.
A waste of space.
I mean, I don't want to be rude to Ahmad, but also he can help a little bit.
He's what
Yes.
makes these types of missions hard.
He's distracting that one.
That's
True.
Yeah, true.
And
He's doing something.
And he was trying to help Kai not be possessed that one time.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah,
Yes.
touche. All right.
Speaking of which, Kai, it is your turn.
Okay.
You are back in the land of the living.
Barely. barely hanging on, really, really and truly. It was fun. I was writing down little fun. I saw a TikTok the other day that was like, you want to make your death saves feel more painful. Every time you roll a death save, pick think of a memory that your character would be having as their life flashes before their eyes before they die. So I wrote down ones to correspond to all the numbers on the die. I did not use any, but for next time, I'll spitball your hearts out. It'll be fun. Anyway.
Oh my god.
Why must you hurt us?
I'm kidding. Oh,
No,
there's nice
that needs to live in your D&D notebook now forever.
Oh yeah.
Vicky.
Oh, it will.
Um,
Yes. I will.
I'm gonna have to do that for Leaf.
It's good. Anyway, I'm going to shoot the one that tried to end my life.
Okay.
So I don't
Is that
hit
good?
though. 11.
On your first attack, you don't hit. You can roll again.
Gonna do it again. That's a nat 20, baby.
Okay.
Let's go. That is 5.
Get him, Kai, get him.
6, that's 11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, it's gone.
24, 30, 32. I think that's 8. 32 or 36. I lost track. I think it's dead now.
It's very dead. In
Excellent.
fact, Brick and Leaf, you notice that all of a sudden, just there's this particle beam that comes through this door and goes into the wall,
Good.
just at the far end of the room, inexplicably, although probably completely explicably, knowing who's in the other room.
I just say,
Okay.
I just say, fuck you.
All right.
As I'm still
it-
struggling to stand.
I'd be like holding you up.
Thank you.
Help you. Like,
Okay. You hear a tone play through the room.
Is it a victory
and
tone?
it seems to be a section past sort of tone.
Section.
And yes, and the force field does not dissipate yet.
dang.
All right. That means next up it is Leaf's turn. What is Leaf gonna do?
Rick, you got these ones?
Yep.
All right. How scorched earth do we want to go with this?
Kill them all? Kill them all.
send.
Or I think what might be being asked is how much of the lab do we want left?
I don't give a shit about the lab.
Yeah, do it.
We already
Do what
got
you gotta
the
do, man.
computer. Like,
Okay, it's your loot.
We have plenty of stuff. We've already found the
Yeah, we're
alcohol.
Yeah, we could go back. After all this is over, have a nice drink. It'll be okay.
Guy's gonna need it. Yes.
How solid does Ahmad's barrier look?
You can roll a
Kill them all.
psycraft check to identify the power.
fuck 'em up,
Yeah, I
blow 'em
am
up.
going to do that.
Kill him.
That's um 34.
Let me pull it up really quick.
And I promise I rolled a d20.
What did
I
you roll?
trust you.
34.
Ahmad
plus
is
80 or
using the power immovability, which grants him he is unable to move
You have access to that?
and grants him damage reduction of 15.
Oh.
Gotcha.
So
How
essentially,
far
Ahmad has done the personal version of just absolute turtling up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, energy missile, interestingly, doesn't require me to be able to see the target. I just have to know where it is.
So you're gonna cast energy missile on the darkness.
Can I hear
Oh, you can totally hear stuff going on up above you in the vents.
roughly how many distinct sets of sounds can I hear?
Many.
Grant, do you want to slide?
Yes.
Because
sorry.
I just realized we're on Leaf and we can't see Leaf.
Um,
There we go.
I feel like Leaf would at this point probably have figured this one out. Is this material conductive?
It's conductive to psionic energy.
Well, that's useful to know.
Blow 'em up.
I mean,
Wasn't what I meant, but that's also really good to know.
They use a version of this material to literally transfer energy
Right.
throughout the facility.
I meant more like if I shock the hell out of it.
You've never tried.
I've never tried. Okay, yeah. Well, we might find out. Because I'm going to target the source of where I think the sounds are. In kind of five sections in there where I think I can hear sounds coming from. And I'm going to use energy missile again, with electricity this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're probably going to pass this no problem, but make another Psycraft check for me.
35.
Yeah, okay. You feel some resistance from the material, but you manage to modify the power just right. Roll your damage. These guys roll at a disadvantage because they're in a confined space and can hardly move, and also don't know it's coming.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, also, I act like this doesn't have to be a straight line to hit them, so like it could also have gone around.
Sure. It
Uh,
does the torpedo thing from episode 4, A New Hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
exactly.
Yes, they all failed.
And we're doing this is electricity damage, which means it's also a +2 bonus to the DC, so it's actually a 26 DC.
Oh yeah, they definitely all failed. They failed harder.
I don't get the +1 on the damage though, unfortunately. Okay, so 12 damage.
Okay.
8 damage. 11. 13. And 15.
Nice.
Okay. All right.
And okay, you said they're corrupted. Do they look diseased? Or do they look
They look like
like
zombies.
possessed zombie, like kind of more possessed corrupted? Like, is this
Does it look
decaying
like-
flesh or weirdly preserved?
Or does it look like the I'll give you a better basis. Does it look like the mutant kind of things that we saw on the other planet? Like that style of they got a disease that turned them into a monster?
It does not look like that.
Do I think Wonder will be harmed by biting one of these?
I mean, there are probably plenty of things Wonder probably shouldn't bite, goo monsters included.
Yeah. Like, is it contagious, or does it look like it's more of a, you know?
You can do one of two things. You can either roll a treat injury check for me, or you can roll a knowledge, science, and medicine.
Can she like claw at them instead? Can you tell her to claw at them instead of bite?
Did I give
Can she
Wonder a claw
claw?
attack?
I don't know.
You actually didn't.
Oh, okay.
I can do that really quick. Because I know roughly what it should be.
Then she doesn't have to ingest possibly a
Yes, which is
zombie.
why I've been using bite.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't eat the zombie, Wonder. That's
they're
bad
not
for
food,
you.
but please attack.
No snack.
If you wanted to, I'd say the bite would be 1d4 plus 3. Or sorry,
Yeah,
the claw would be 1d4 plus 3.
Because I'll have Wonder attack.
Claw them.
The The one over like farthest kind of over by Brick
Okay.
that's already taken a bunch of damage.
Gotcha. Our friend here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go, Wender, go.
Um, and so Wonder presumably slinks over there. Um, and does a bite attack. Does that have the same modifier as the
I mean, the
It'll
claw
have the
attack.
claw attack, yeah.
sorry, claw?
I think it's 2 less because that's kind of
2
how
less?
I'm running it. Yeah.
Ah, okay. So that's 15 to claw.
That's a hit.
Hold on one
least-
sec.
At least they're semi-easy to hit.
Claws +6 to hit, and
There's about to be
damages
a lot more.
1d4 plus. Is there a modifier on that?
It is +3.
+3. And okay, so that's going to be a d4. Wonder is better at this than I am. That's 7 damage.
Nice. The highest it
Okay.
could possibly be.
Wonder claws at this thing and actually takes out a leg. This thing is crawling around on the ground now.
Don't like that. No, no, no.
But it's very much still trying to come at you.
Yep.
You guys ever play one of the old Call of Duties? They probably still do it now, but with the zombie
Yep.
mode, and then if you get
Oh,
their
yeah.
legs first, and then there's always one that's really fast. Oh god.
Oh,
Nightmares. Nightmares.
back in the day.
Back when my brother didn't tell me, because I had never played a shooter, that there's a button where you can look down the scope and aim. He hadn't told me. He just said, "You're so bad. You're so bad at this game." And then I figured it out. He was like, "Oh no." Anyway,
When Jersey says clear the copy paste.
yeah, no more, no more that we don't need anymore. You're not gonna need it anymore, Grant. It's okay.
Control Alt Delete.
No.
Of course.
Okay, so
Shut it
Wonder's
down.
gone. That means it is Aries' turn.
Alrighty.
Fuck him up. Get him.
Yeah, currently, you
Still
have a bit of a reprieve.
Stuck in here.
I have a question. The thing that is creating the force field, did you say that they came out of the floor?
They did. They rose right out of the floor.
Okay. I'm gonna talk to Satsi and ask her, would you be okay if I tried to destroy one of these columns to remove the force field? I don't want to like mess up your
She
Your
shakes her head.
test.
She shakes her head emphatically. Points
she-
at one of the columns, points at her side blade, and then just
So yes.
Well,
Okay.
No.
To know?
Well,
Don't
I'll
do it. We'll
explode.
explode. I see. Sorry.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay.
We have to get out of here quick. How do we start this? And this is free action, right? Kai's just like
yeah.
stepping on the floor. Like, how do we get out of here? Start it again.
What does the ceiling look like, Grant? What's on the ceiling?
It looks actually like a bunch of intricately carved inlay, similar to the conduit you've seen pulsing throughout the entire facility. It's not exactly pulsing, but you do see little bits of blue light kind of snaking their way through.
Okay. And then the wall where there aren't is this assuming this is a full circle and that's just got cut off, or is that a wall where there's no
That-
force field?
That is a wall, however, the force field does project across it.
Okay. I'm just observing. Ah. Okay, well, how's everybody's health looking? How's everybody feeling right now?
I feel like
I mean-
shit.
Still at 3.
Yes, Satsi's
You're still at
not-
3? Oh.
I am, but also, isn't it gonna not? How do the?
You would
syntax
lose the
work?
+1. For each additional stim pack, you take -1 to its overall healing.
And how much is a base stim pack?
1d8
A
plus
D8.
1.
A D8.
So then,
okay.
then it would become 1d8, then it would become 1d8 -1, then -2, then -3, etc.
I have some stim packs in my
gonna-
bag. I can use one on my turn.
Oh yeah, are you gonna use this stim pack on yourself?
Probably.
Okay, because I was considering empathetic transferring with you, if that
I
helps
mean,
faster and more.
Do whatever Ari would do.
yeah, whatever you like.
That's what Ari would do.
Okay.
I'd be like, "Hey Kai, here,
Hi.
let me help you out," and just like put my hand on your shoulder and do it. What do I do?
2d10.
Why?
7 again.
7 again.
You can take 3.
I take 3.
And I get 7.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh,
You feel invigorated, Kai.
invigorated. Yes. I feel
It's not bad.
I feel better, for sure. Thank you. I am still
You're welcome.
not doing super hot, but like we'll be good. I just need to make sure I don't get taken out by one of the zombies because it's very possible.
All right. Ari, anything else you're going to do?
No, I think I'm good. How is Satsi okay?
Satsi's not looking nearly as rough as she was. I mean, she's
Okay.
still not great. She's a little beat up.
Okay.
But
Not
she looks
actively
like
bleeding.
she's not actively bleeding. Doesn't look like she's going to be limping around anytime soon. She's not anywhere near death's door.
I am
Am I allowed
curious.
to do?
Oh, you go.
Uh-huh. Oh, I was just gonna ask if I'm allowed to do the same thing twice in a turn or not.
If you've got the power points for it.
Let's see.
Wait, what?
I would just be
Or,
like,
I mean,
Satsi,
well-
you okay? Oh,
Because we've set a precedent before where, and I know Leaf's done multiple powers in a turn.
Under normal circumstances, generally we don't. There's
okay.
been a few specific instances where we did.
Okay.
I
I
have
thought
this
I might be wrong
tabletop
about
kind of
that.
things, but I think Ari would also know that I have stim packs in my bag, and you also have stim packs, so maybe we
Yeah,
just
okay,
give Satsi
everyone's
one of
cool.
those.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Yes, I love you guys, but I don't want to buy
Yeah.
by giving.
okay. Then if you're done with Ari's turn, it is now
Yeah.
Rick's turn.
Right. There's still little clanky things happening in the ceiling.
Yes. Although it seems they have lessened somewhat.
All right. Brick is gonna take his like belt of grenades that he has on his side, which I have 5,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
and just
Hell
go,
yeah.
Leaf, do it again, and try and toss it up into the thing.
Yes, 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 yes.
I'm not technically
Yes.
pulling any pins yet. I'm expecting Leaf to do something about that.
Oh, okay. So I just checked. You can use multiple, like based on kind of how we've played stuff. You can use multiple powers. You can't concentrate on more than one thing at a time.
That makes sense.
All right. Brick, make me an attack roll for getting that grenade where you want it to go.
Oh,
Where
I
you
can
want
do
it to
that.
go.
So you said you didn't pull the pin?
I didn't. Well,
That's
So
fine.
hold on. Let me just say.
You throw
Nope,
a
you
grenade
didn't pull
with
the
the
pin.
pin still in. Okay.
Yep.
What happens to the...
Hmm.
It's just an inert grenade at the
Yeah,
moment.
then how do you... Wait, I'm sorry. How do you make it go off then? I'm
Well,
confused.
he saw Leaf do a zappy zap. He's expecting him to do a zappy zap again.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
not-
understand.
It's a 12.
A 12.
It's just throwing something.
It's just a rock.
Yeah.
It's just a rock.
I'll give it to you. You initially think it's going to bounce and then come right back at you, but it actually bounces and goes farther
Hell yeah.
into the
Cool.
into the vents. You're pretty sure you hear some hisses on the other side, by the way.
All right.
Anything else Brick wants to do?
Is that one action to do, or would that consume both?
I'd say that's an action. You can do something
Alright.
else.
Yeah. I'm gonna punch the dude directly next to me, directly to the left.
Yeah.
Stage
Gotcha.
right.
Stage right. Which way is stage? Wait.
I know. I was like, hold on.
I thought like audience is this way, so stage it anyway.
Yeah, it's stage is opposite.
16 to hit,
That's it.
20 damage.
Mm,
I'm
nice.
4 off from max rolling that.
Autumn Superior is here and just redeemed posture check and hydrate for all of us. So.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Hi, Autumn
man.
Superior. How you doing?
Thanks. I need it.
So that was 4 away from max damage. Yeah, that one's very dead.
My black lipstick
Cool.
now looks like mold on my. It's just black
Oh,
lipstick, I
no.
swear.
Rip.
And I'll use my move action to reload, so I just kind of flick my wrist, and at the end of the gauntlet, a plasma cell jumps out, and I put another one in.
Okay. All right, then that is Brick's turn. Who is next? Oh, our slightly corrupted friends. Okay.
Great.
Slightly.
Another 3 jump down, although they are all looking worse for wear.
Jesus.
This one immediately tries to clock Brick.
Still can't add its strength.
True. Then it only rolls like a 15.
Message.
Okay. This one goes for Leaf. And rolls a... Leaf. What is it? This one also rolled a crit fail.
Oh.
Crit. It's just lying prone in front of you. This one, seeing as its friend is in trouble, runs up on the other side of Leaf and
Crit fail. Crit fail.
rolls a grand total of 14. I don't think that hits Leaf.
Not even close.
Hell yeah.
Wouldn't even need me to
Let's
tank.
go. Let's go.
Man's unkillable.
Okay, and then
He's a feather and no one can touch him.
the one that's fighting Wonder rolls a 19.
Oh no.
That does hit. A soon to be very pissed off Acheron combat hound.
And does 4 points of damage to Wonder.
Okay.
Okay.
And then that one, seeing as it has kind of realized it can't really hurt Ahmad, it flanks Wonder.
Oh,
Oh no. Don't.
Dog.
And
we have to
crits,
get out of our little
Oh.
prison. Crits.
and does 14 points of damage to Wonder.
How is Wonder doing?
Yeah.
Wonder is fine, but really
Okay.
pissed off.
Okay, that's
Cool.
exactly how we like her.
Okay. That
I
being
would love
said,
to rage.
it is now Satsi's turn, and Satsi takes up a defensive position again with the two of you.
Okay.
Now we're back at the top of the order, and Kai, before you get your turn,
No.
something happens.
No,
What's happening now?
Grant.
At least it's not sprites. I hate sprites.
Well, it might be worse than sprites.
It's gonna be
3
worse.
panels open up in the room.
Christ.
One is
One has
a
an
floor
axe.
panel that rises up. One is a panel in the wall, and another one is in this wall over here. And let me just find the
Armor
yes.
stands.
Someone's got an axe. You could fuck them up.
3 sets
Noises.
of black armor come out of these panels,
Don't put it on.
and
I don't wanna.
Or do.
they take a step. Each one of them takes a step into the room. However, they only take a step. They stand just outside the force field.
Of course.
Okay. I'm gonna
And
assume
as-
that they're going to take another step later.
You're not sure.
Oh, there was a cue for this. There was a music cue for this.
Yes, there is.
Here
There
it
is
is.
also a cue for the corrupted Krakens.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Well, I'm gonna
So,
play one now.
It's fine. So yes, these suits of armor have appeared, and they certainly look menacing. However, they are not rushing to confront you at the moment.
Ain't no
So-
corrupt tracking.
So Kai, what do you do?
I'm gonna shoot it. I think. I don't know. I mean,
Satsi, as a free action, holds out a hand to your like shooting arm, and she seems to be taking it in and a little unsure what to do.
how confident are we that I'm asking Satsi and Eri? How confident are we that these things are going to step into the circle in a second and then try to kill us? And do a better job than the sprites, which already did quite a good job.
Satsi kinda does this again.
It's an
You can shoot.
intense song.
Go ahead and try. Make your
Okay.
attack.
Yeah.
Do it.
19.
19.
Yeah.
You hit the armor. However, you hit it right on the chest plate of the thing, and you notice the energy from the particle weapon just dissipates into the armor. So you definitely hit. You may not
Okay.
roll damage.
I roll damage though?
You may not.
Oh, may not roll damage. Yes. Okay. Okay. I shoot it and then I very slowly put my arm down and I take the weapon off and I put it in my backpack and I take a different gun out. Actually,
Maybe this one'll work.
well,
No.
honestly.
No.
Okay. I don't know what to do about that.
You can try another weapon if you'd like.
Yeah, I guess I'll try to shoot it with the laser pistol. That's not. Is that plasma? No.
No.
It's just laser, right?
It's very, very angry light.
Yeah.
That's such a good way to put it.
That's good. That's good. This track is really intense. That's a nat 20, bitch. Oh my god. What happens? Nothing.
You definitely hit the armor. In fact, you hit a place where if it had a person in it, they would be hurting bad. However,
Nothing happens.
there's this red spot that then dissipates.
That's an issue,
Yeah. It's
if I ever see one.
How's it going in there?
Is that on comms?
Oh,
Bad.
fantastic.
Really, really, really
Oh.
bad. Actually.
Um,
Are we in the same room?
Nope.
No.
You are separated.
No,
by
I'm
the
saying I was saying that to Ari. Like, are you sure?
Oh no, Ari was sarcastic.
Yes.
That was a sarcastic Ari. Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Okay, but you.
I literally turn around to the other two, and I'm like, that's all I got. That's all I got. That's it. That's all I've got.
Grant, are these incorporeal?
Oh no, they are very corporeal.
It's hitting.
Okay.
It's hitting it just like a
Just
sword.
wanted to know.
Also,
And I'm sure they will gladly show you how corporeal they are if
Yeah.
you're not
Okay.
careful.
Also, quick question for you, Grant. About the way that like damage should be like handled. Should there be like effects at all about how good we are doing in combat when we are severely down in hit points? I mean, I know
Not-
like not like effects, but you know what I mean.
Not in the rule set that we're running.
Okay.
If I wanted to, I could probably impose a like critical damage meter, where if you're below a certain level of hit points, you start taking critical effects like you're hamstrung or you're dazed or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
I could implement that if you'd like.
maybe not right now, but Kai's
Yes.
just generally struggling, but that's fine. She usually is, in different ways.
Okay.
Just bleeding. I don't know what to do. I'm just panicking because my turn's over and nothing I did worked and I have nothing else.
Okay. then next up is going to be Leaf. What does Leaf do? Leaf is in melee combat.
He's fighting the zombie, so I'm gonna put that song on.
And you have one zombie Traken just prone on the floor looking... If a zombie Traken can look embarrassed, it looks embarrassed.
Cool. So,
What song is this?
Leaf is going to use his. Can I see what's going on in there?
You can kind of see a little bit. You're not terribly close to the window
Leaf
at
is
this
kind
point.
of okay. Leaf is going to just kind of generally be using his move action to keep tabs on like what program's running and like is this an attack sequence? Is this like has anything significantly changed since the last one?
Roll me a computer use.
Grant,
Check.
would you say that the trial has gotten a bit more serious after the sprite problems?
Oh, definitely.
Excellent.
14.
14. You're not entirely sure, but it seems to be in phase 3 of test A.
Okay.
And I'll give you this: there are no more phases.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, having kind of done what he can there, I'm just feel like, hey, it seems like you're almost done with sequence A, whatever that means. Leaf then, because he's the curious type, pulls out one of the poison darts from earlier and just kind of reaches down and jabs it into the prone Traken.
I mean, this is going to be an easy roll to begin with, but you may use advantage on this, like, poking attack.
I don't know what the modifier is, but I rolled a 17.
Yeah, that's plenty. Okay. Yeah, you poke it. How much does the dart do? I think it's like 1d3, 1d4, something like that.
Wait, really?
It does physical damage to the thing. However, it's strength based, so...
Wait, so does that... I'm sorry. So does that mean that when he shoots us with one of those things to heal us, we also take a little bit of damage?
Well, this is the poison darts
Technically.
that I picked up earlier. These are like actual darts, not just like...
Yeah. These aren't syringes, although technically the air gun syringes do 1d2 points of damage. We've just left that alone.
Well, it's why I normally don't shoot people.
Because it was, yeah.
It's why I normally just stab you with a stim dart instead
Except
of
for the times
actually
when, I'm
shooting you with it.
about to die and I'm across the room. And you're like, God damn it, Kai.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
why
the whole
most of the
reason,
time I don't do that.
Yeah, I feel like the whole reason you decided to get the blow dart healing things is because of my stupid ass.
See, the thing is, Leaf legitimately didn't used to carry weapons until he met Kai.
I feel so honored.
And now he carries explosive darts, and we all saw how well that went.
Yeah.
So what did
Okay.
you say it was?
Let's say it's 1d4.
Okay.
Plus or minus whatever your strength modifier is. You also, because it failed the fortitude save, you may also roll 4d6.
So it gains a point when I stab it.
Stab.
It,
Oh, I feel
it takes
better.
1 minus 2 damage.
It feels better about itself after that very weak stab.
I'm just very good at stabbing things, okay? I know.
You'd be a really good nurse.
However,
I accidentally did acupuncture.
it feels its stress.
How many
melting
d6 did you
away.
say?
4.
And then yeah, shortly thereafter, it feels a lot worse as it takes that 17 points of poison damage, I assume.
It's not straight up poison damage, it's actually con damage. This thing is dead. Because it got poisoned by whatever the hell was on that dart.
Con damage. Damn.
Yes. Just saying, everyone should be glad you didn't get hit by these.
Yeah.
Okay. There's also a random grenade up in the rafters somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
Just so you know.
Is there still noise coming from up there?
A little bit, yes.
God damn it. What?
One sec. 1d4 plus 46. I'm just making a note because I used to have just lethal question mark next to the darts.
You don't need to. You could just take the question mark away.
Yeah. And then, as an afterthought, Leaf actually reaches down and just kind of slaps his arm and puts a ephemeral shield between him and the Kraken standing next to him.
Okay. Okay.
And I think that was the entirety of my available options for the moment.
Okay. There will still be a mystery grenade hanging out up top. That means
You said there are still noises up there, right?
yes.
Okay.
All right. It is now Wonder's turn. Wonder is very mad.
Puppy.
I think Wonder is.
By the way, all of the corrupted Krakens you see in here are very much the worse for wear.
I mean, I think Wonder's basically going to try and claw at it again.
Okay.
Wow, and rolls a nat 1.
Oh,
Crit fail.
Puppy is scared.
Wonder trips over her own feet and is prone.
Puppy.
Okay.
I like to think Wonder slips in a pool of the blood of her enemies.
She was
Good.
doing so well that it worked against her.
We'll go with that. Okay. Airy.
My grandpa said good night. Good night, Papa.
good night.
Well, Airy, it is now your turn.
Okay. Are the two that are across from Satsi and I like farther away than the one in front of Kai, or is that just? Are they supposed to be right up there again?
They're roughly the same distance.
Okay.
Another step and they'll go through.
Okay. I'm just gonna try and stab the one in front of me with the side blade and see if it works, because I have no options and I'm kind of freaking out.
Okay, it is on the other side of the force field, but you
Yeah.
run
gonna
up to
try.
the force field
Let's see what
and
happens.
make your attack roll.
Okay.
Hit him with it.
Wow. 20 to attack boy and 15 damage. Does that do any? Please let it go.
It goes through the force field, but for the most part, you feel your side blade just ping off of the armor.
Okay.
You leave a very small mark. You did 1 point of damage. I will give you
okay.
that.
Okay.
1 point. However, your fist comes in contact with the with the force field, and you are blasted backwards. Kai, make a reflex save, please.
Can I try to catch
How
him?
many not?
No, you're
Or is-
making a reflex save not to get hit.
I'm afraid
Is it
people are
enough?
gonna think my die is weighted because it's
It
nat
absolutely
20.
is. It absolutely is. Weighted.
I
Yeah.
swear to
Great
God,
roll.
I
that's
rolled.
awesome.
No, I rolled this. I'm not kidding you. I was worried it was weighted. I rolled it 200 times. I'm an insane person, and I rolled it 200 times, and I wrote down. That's what I was doing during one of our meetings, Grant, at work, and don't tell Matthew. And I was just tallying them up, and it was even.
Okay.
Huh.
So.
Lucky dice.
So
That's funny.
Kai hears.
Also, I
this-
just died, so it's not that good of a die.
Yes, you're
Oh, true.
the adrenaline's really going for Kai right now. You hear the zap, and you remember the reaction that happened when you tossed the Freeport credit,
Yeah.
and you just hit the deck when that happens, because nothing good can happen from that. Ari, you fly backward, and you actually collide with Satsi, and both of you just
Oh.
go sliding halfway across the ring over here.
Oh, jeez.
And
Sorry, Satsi.
you both take 3 points of damage from the impact.
Okay.
It could have been a lot worse, actually.
I'm just like, I'm so sorry. Are you okay? I'm like trying to help her up. Or am I prone? I don't know.
It was in space and tabletop sim. Yeah.
All
We're
of the
in
above.
space and we're being attacked at the moment.
Yes.
By all sorts of bad things. Okay, so yes, Ari, you have one more action. Is there anything else you'd like to do? Now that you are prone, probably all tangled up with the Satsi at the moment.
No, I would just be helping her get up.
Okay. That means the next person is Brick. What is Brick going to do?
I'm gonna punch it.
Hell yeah.
Simple plan, go for it.
I'm gonna try and take out the one that's right below me.
Oh, the one.
First.
Okay, one that's threatening one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's yeah. Ooh, 19 to hit.
That's definitely a hit.
It's
better roll again.
17 player damage.
Okay, that one's dead.
Yeah.
Get deleted, boys.
You punch it like in the chest, and it just disintegrates from there. There are only like limbs in its head that just fall to the ground.
And I'm gonna walk up to the one that's by Leaf.
Okay,
And-
this one here does get an attack against you for that.
That's fine. Bring it.
I'm glad one of
This
us doesn't
dice-
have to worry about getting.
This dice is
Killed.
cursed. Anything having to do with Leaf, I swear, I'm rolling ones for the most part.
I love it.
Yeah,
That's-
this one inexplicably just trips over some papers in the middle here. And it's
Paper.
Brick. You are, if anything, you are inspired to do better. You may attack with advantage, partially because you're flanking this thing, partially because the other one did so poorly.
Gets a paper cut.
Alrighty.
It gets a paper cut. It actually is really low health, so it gets a paper cut and also dies.
Oh.
That's
amazing.
right.
All right,
That's
then.
right.
I'm assuming 15 hits. I think that's hit 4.
Yes.
And 13 damage.
Okay, that one's also dead. That was one of the ones that got zapped in the rafters.
Nice.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's Brick's turn. Good job. Well
Cool.
done. That means it is the other Kraken's turn. And the thing is, there's only one pops out this time. You're hearing a lot of hissing and shoving up above, but it doesn't sound like there's much progress being made. This one runs a Brick.
Nope.
And
So,
crits. It does. It does 12 points of damage.
Oh.
It just slashes you good.
how's Brick doing now?
Brick is officially bloodied.
Okay. What is bloodied? Half points? Oh man. Kai's been
Oh.
bloody for so.
I'm bloody too.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
I am so bloodied. I was bloodied like 10 minutes after we walked into here because that stupid spike. that was episodes ago.
Leaf is feeling great.
I'm so glad. Honestly, I am because
Good for
you're
you.
very fragile.
Yes.
All right, and that last corrupted Kraken rolls with advantage and gets a 12 against a prone wonder. Does that hit?
12.
I think it just misses, doesn't it?
That does not hit.
Okay. Yeah. All right, wonder.
A little higher AC than me.
I think we did your math.
Yeah, 12. 12 doesn't hit.
Okay.
Actually, the 12 doesn't hit, and it's not even actually that close.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Because even prone, Wonder still has 14.
Good to know. Good to know. Okay. Satsi's turn. Satsi uses her entire turn to stand up and also help Ari back up. So that's Satsi's entire turn. She does spend, actually, it's not her entire turn. She spends most of her turn doing that. Then she reaches into her bag and pulls out what looks like a book written in Draken and starts leafing through it frantically, trying to look something up.
Oh.
All right, we are, and Ahmad continues doing what Ahmad does best,
Yeah.
which is nothing. We are back to the top of the order, and before Kai goes, the armor officially steps into the ring.
I just go, I knew it!
No, this is
However, even though it's close to Satsi, it doesn't make an overt motion to attack her quite yet. Kai, it is your turn.
Oh god. It is also 9. Do we want to continue?
True.
Or do... It's up to you,
It's a good
guys.
cliffhanger.
I can tell you we're pretty close.
Yeah.
It's up to you, though.
I kind of want to clear out the rest of these corrupted Krakens. But we can call it for the night if you want.
It's up to y'all.
I'm good to keep going.
I can keep going for a little bit.
I know some people have work, like, in the morning, but... We gotta make a choice.
Roll for it in true fashion.
Okay, alright.
Evens we play, odds we stop.
Sounds good. 12.
Okay.
We play.
Alright,
Okay. What does
The
Kai
dice
do?
have
finish
decided.
this. What's Kai gonna do? That's a great question. What the fuck am I gonna do?
As she stands there staring down death.
I'm literally just staring at it at the moment because I don't like my because like I said, I put the multi-tool away. I just have the laser pistol like in my hand, which is just sitting at my side. I have nothing else. I have my hot knife. I'm sure that's gonna do so much damage. Like, I literally don't know what to do.
Are you saying this out loud?
No. What I will say out loud though is Satsi, I don't know what to do.
She's still frantically leafing through the book and just holds up a finger and then keeps leafing through.
Okay. God, I'm gonna you know what I'm gonna do actually? This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna walk over. I have 2 actions, right?
Uh-huh.
Great, perfect. I'm gonna walk over to Satsi and to Eri, and for each one, I'm gonna take out one of my stim packs and I'm gonna stab it into their arms while they're busy.
Thanks.
Because
Okay.
I don't know what else to do. So
Okay.
two class 1 stim packs are being used. I have 1 left. So that's D8s, right?
Yes, plus 1, because I don't think either of them have had one.
Okay, so that is 7
No.
for whoever, and then 4 for whoever.
We'll go with Eri first.
Okay. 7 for Eri,
Oh.
4 for Satsi.
Gotcha.
Thanks, Kai.
Sure. I'm panicking. I am panicking because
So is Ari. It's
Like-
I'm with me.
yeah, and there's that added extra thing of the for just an idea of what's going on in Kai's head. She is the leader. She has no idea what to do. She has always been able to shoot things and handle problems in that way, or to run. And we are both stuck, and I don't know how to fight this thing. And also, she doesn't know if she's completely ruined this entire thing by, like, you know, waving hello to death as it approached with its open arms. You know? So she's panicking. She doesn't know what to do. So fun.
I'll just
that-
put my hand on your shoulder and be like, "We'll get through this, Kai.
I don't know if we will.
We will."
On that note,
Panicking too.
it is Leaf's turn.
Okay. Can I reach the wall from where I'm standing?
Yeah,
Cool.
totally can.
Range. Okay, so first things first. We're gonna use the Kraken in front of Brick is standing and aggro, right?
Yes.
Cool. Uh,
Yeah.
so just to start off with, because I don't think I have range for the other one, it can make a DC 24 will save if it would like to avoid being dazed.
If it would
Yes.
like.
That's not gonna happen. Okay. It rolled a grand total of 11.
Yeah, so it basically does not get to make any type of action for the
Okay.
whatsoever for the next round.
Okay, so how this looks is Brick, this thing is snarling, frothing at the mouth, trying to claw at you, and then all of a sudden just goes and just stands there looking like it's just completely stoned.
Amazing.
Rick
Hey,
checks the
normally
bottle
we
of
use this
booze that he has at his
recreationally,
side.
but and then Leaf, having established that he can exercise powers through the conduit that is this material of the walls and ceiling and everything, basically uses just touches the wall and uses that as to kind of channel his far hand, just to reach up and pull the pin on the grenade.
Yeah.
Roll 4d6 for me, please.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
assuming that was a standard fragmentation grenade.
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
So good. He just goes, excuse me, sorry.
I got to it eventually. 20.
Oh, God.
Hell yeah.
Well, the thing that was up there rolled a 1.
Good.
So there's just an explosion and everything goes quiet up there.
Finally.
Like you just see Leaf touch the wall and like kind of go cross-eyed for a moment and then just a loud bang.
That would be wild to witness. Okay.
And then having dealt with the immediate issue at hand and trusting that Wonder will take care of the remaining one, he doesn't want to deny her the pleasure at this point. Leaf's going to check and see if anything changed when the suit took damage.
Okay, roll a computer use check.
Help us.
Finally, something not totally terrible. That's a 21.
21?
I thought you got a
Okay.
34 last time. I don't think that's terrible.
No, that was for Sidecraft.
I don't care. It was a 34.
You are actually able to begin translating what this actual subsection of the trial is. You're pretty sure the last word, it is the trial of, and you're having trouble with that last word. It can translate. It can translate to one of three things: trust, submission, or power.
Huh.
Feel free to communicate that to us in whatever way you'd like.
So I'm making some progress over here, and it seems like, just guessing here, but it kind of seems like either you're supposed to specifically not fight these things,
Already fucked that one up, so.
or like, or you really, really need to be giving it everything you have. I'm not sure which.
Great. Well, if it's the second one,
I give it like
listen.
2/3 odds that you're supposed to like surrender, and like 1/3 odds that that's like, how you die.
okay, yeah. So if it's the second one, this is Kai is responding to you over comms. If it's the second one, you and Brick need to open one of these doors as soon as possible and do whatever you can to help us, because I don't know if that's gonna go well.
Like,
or shut it down.
it says trust or like submission. I think that's what this.
Oh, okay,
Or
great.
power.
So this is a cult thing, and it is just gonna kill us, and we are just here to be sacrifices. That's great. I love that.
I mean, Trial of Darkness, armor that absorbs everything.
On that note, it is now Wonder's turn.
Go, doggy.
Just
claw him, end him.
25. Does that hit?
Oh yeah, that's
Does that hit?
Okay. And does 4 damage.
Believe it or not, that is enough. Brick Wonder jumps up, tackles this thing, and you're not sure what's happening on the other side of this desk over here, but it does not sound good.
Go puppy.
She's such a good girl.
All right. It is now Aries' turn.
Okay.
So you guys heard those comm messages too, so.
Yeah. So having heard Leaf's update, Aries gonna walk up to whichever one is the closest. The one by Satsi?
Uh-huh.
The one with the axe?
Wait, hold on. Does that one not have a weapon?
The far one?
The far one. My bad. Yeah.
This
Well, I
one's got a
figured-
sword. This one
Yeah.
appears to be
That's
unarmed.
that one. Okay, just in case. Aries gonna walk up to that one, and he's just gonna say,
The one that's
if
unarmed.
there's any
or
chance. What?
The one that's unarmed?
Yeah.
Okay.
If there's any chance that this could get us out of this, and he reaches his arm out and touches the armor.
Make
To
a
see what
fortitude
happens.
save.
I don't know if that's a good
Okay.
idea, yeah.
Well, that's why you chose the unarmed one. If I get possessed, I can't hurt you. Okay.
Yeah, but we can't hurt it.
Fortitude.
It's okay. We'll get out of this. 18.
Okay, you resist it. That armor is almost unbearably cold,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem to respond beyond that.
It's just really cold, guys.
And you're still you?
Am I still me, Grant?
You're pretty sure you're still you.
Okay. I'll be like, yeah, I think so.
Same
I thought I
bat,
could get absorbed in the armor and then fight the other two guys.
same bat lab, same bat airy.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
I don't
Unless
have
Ari
anything else I could do.
Okay. Then
Yeah.
it is Brick's turn.
Just
All
shake his
right.
head.
Well, this one's
There's-
dazed in front of him.
Yeah.
He's just gonna he's gonna reach out and grab it like by the forehead and just like contested grapple, and
And break
he'll
its
do
neck.
unbalanced opponent, so it can't use its strength against me. In the
I mean,
grapple check.
It's not stunned. It's just extremely confused.
Okay.
Either way, I'm just gonna grab it and like slam it onto the table and just hold it there.
Okay. I rolled with advantage, which is a good thing because otherwise it would have crit. Or sorry, disadvantage is what I mean.
Okay.
So yeah, you hold it there. It's still looking super stoned, just kind of pinned against the table.
Leaf, are you gonna want to check these things out when we're
I've got an unconscious one over here.
Okay.
Brick
And-
performs a coup de grace. It is dead.
Ends its
Nice.
life.
Crunch. Okay. All right. There are no more sounds up above, which means it is Satsi's turn. Satsi finds the place in the book that she's looking at, and snaps it shut, drops it to the ground, and taps you on the shoulder, Kai, and leads you to the center of the circle, and then purposefully kneels and looks at the floor.
Do I notice this?
Yeah, I'll say you notice it. She kind
Okay.
of claps her hands to get your attention.
Okay. Do I go over too?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go. Am I allowed to move right now?
Sure.
Oh, it's not my turn.
We can,
Never mind. Okay.
we can say we're essentially out of.
Are we out of
Okay.
Initiative
Yeah,
order.
Eri would do that. Okay.
You all stay
Kai
there.
slips
Or-
Kai before as we I mean it's not like the fucking guys are watching us. I do slip the last sim pack out of my bag as I kneel down and just put it on the floor in front of the three of us, just as like a just in case. One of us can
So
make
what-
it out.
So what happens next is the suits of armor slowly walk toward each one of you. Then they each turn on their heel and proceed to walk in a full circle very slowly around the three of you.
I very
getting
quietly
abducted.
whisper. Yeah, I very quietly
Yeah.
whisper. I knew it was a cult thing.
Yeah.
It's always been a
Shut up.
cult thing.
And
It's
then
always a cult.
and then they turn around and leave the way they came.
Oh.
And as they disappear into the panels in the wall or the floor, you hear the hum of the force field around you dissipate. The force field disappears, and all of the poles start lowering back into the floor. And also,
Great job, Satsi.
the doors to the rest of the lab open.
Brick is currently playing tug of war with Wonder and one of these things' arms.
Oh, gross. I love it.
Just kind of messing, just playing with them, you know.
Okay, Wonder's having a grand old time with that.
Glad you guys were having a great, a chill vibe over there.
Yeah, you guys, no problem. We were panicking the whole time.
Oh yeah, Kai is like shaking.
Before you leave,
Aw.
however, Satsi stops over at this wall, and you notice several panels have opened up. There seems to be a roughly round receptacle in the middle,
A
and
trash can. No.
not quite 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Throws up in it. No.
There are 6 symbols above this receptacle that appear to be recessed buttons. One appears to be an eye. Another appears to be some sort of amorphous being. One appears to be a shimmering fist. Another, a pillar. One is 2 dots. And one final one is a roughly humanoid face that appears to be speaking. Satsi walks up, and which one does she pick? Hang on, I completely forgot. Satsi walks up, looks at them really quick, and taps the one with the pillar, and then sticks her arm into the orifice. She winces, and then pulls it back, and this ornate black and gold tattoo is just along her forearm.
Tattoo time.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, what would
Okay.
you like to do?
I look at Ari and I'm like, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I got it. Are we supposed to do the same one, Satsi, or can I like pick one?
She gestures at all of them.
Okay. Ari walks along the wall and just kind of like runs his hand against it and picks the one with the. It was like no,
The
not the
shimmering-
shimmering fist. The
oh,
one
no.
before it.
The amorphous.
The
amorphous
ghosty
entity.
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Okay.
picks that one.
Okay. You stick one of your arms into the thing. It hurts a lot all of a sudden, but when you pull it out, you have also a black and gold tattoo of this amorphous entity. You may add tattoo of Astral Construct 4.
Oh yeah.
You also notice that as you pull your arm out, all of the mental stress that was caused by using your PowerPoints throughout this scenario disappears. Any PowerPoints you used while you were in this arena have been returned to you.
Ew, yeah.
All of them.
No, I was at 23 before. Sweet.
What does Kai do?
Kai picks I think it was the last one, the speaking person.
The spoken text? Okay.
Is that what it? I thought it was
Yeah.
a person like speaking or something.
Yes, it was a roughly humanoid face that appeared to be speaking.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. You insert your arm. It hurts a lot. And
Kai
as it
just
does-
Kai just died. It doesn't hurt that bad.
as it does, you actually begin to notice the text is starting to make sense to you.
Which one did you
And-
choose?
I chose the person who was talking. Or the
And for yes, the person who was talking. And for just a moment, you recognize the speech, you recognize the text saying, "From across time and space, words connect all who have touched." And
Whoa.
you retrieve your hand, your arm from this, and you have that same symbol.
Is that what it said? Oh, that's cool.
And you have a tattoo of correspond.
Okay. Let's go.
And
I
as you-
love all the tattoos in this. It lets me. I have
Yeah.
not been a brave enough being to get a tattoo in real life,
Same, bro.
but I'm glad I can live vicariously through Kai for many things.
And Kai, as you remove your arm, all of the buttons recess back into the wall and just, it looks like they never were there. And the
Why?
slot seals up.
And I
And
just
that's
look at
where-
it and I'm like, there's the fastest tattoo I have ever gotten. It's impressive. Let's get out of here.
Yes, please.
And that is where we will end it. Ugh, stop.
Ooh.
All right, I will stop sharing in
Wait.
3,
Okay. 2.
2, 1.
Go. All right.
Yay!
Yay!
Dang, that was fun.
That was so fun. Oh my gosh.
Woo! That was great.
Yeah.
Zombies.
All right. Well, I will wrap it up since we are over time and it is getting late for some people. But thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Special shout out to Lynn Jersey and Amazette for chit-chatting with us the whole time. So good to have you guys here. And of course, special shout out to my lovely party mates for going on this wonderful adventure with me, and to our lovely Game Master Grant for weaving this incredible story, being our wordsmith, and almost murdering my favorite fictional character. Thank you again. We're tallying it up. That's 4 times so far. But you're.
Meanwhile, I'll leave.
As far as next week goes, because it's the end of the week as far as streaming, on Monday, me and Aiden will be back doing some more amateur astronomy. Wednesday, Michael and I will be here doing astronomy news. And then Thursday, we'll be right back here for some more D&D in space. We're going to get out of this stupid lab. I don't like it in here. If you are new here, if you're watching this later, and you have not done so yet, please follow to get notified when we go live. Subscribe if you feel so inclined, help out the channel. And then if you want to watch any of our archive streams, they're all over on my YouTube channel. You can click on my face in the About page to get there. I think that's everything, right?
Yeah, pretty
Beautiful.
much.
We'll see y'all next week. Bye!
Bye.
Bye, everyone.